Hello. We are about to embark on one of the coolest canyon roads in Southern California that I found completely by accident. So as I was driving down the Pacific Coast Highway testing the Integra CVT edition, I saw a sign, Canyon, and I just had to try it out with the CVT. After all, if a car is called Integra, it must be a Canyon Carver. This was the ultimate test to see if the CVT really is good enough to be put inside a car called Integra. This is mostly uncut and takes us through the entire canyon, so buckle up and come along for the ride in Teggy CVT to see if the Integra spirit lives on. So just going on this mountain road to see how this handles. Some have questioned whether the Integra is able to hold its own as a Canyon Carver. Because I think anybody would believe that this car is pretty darn fun to drive in the canyon. But just how fun is it? I mean, on a canyon road like this, it's a lot of fun. Just cruising around these corners. It handles well. And this is the base Integra. The base. Same engine. You know, we're not talking 800 horsepower here. But to be able to get up a canyon that has all these fun little curves and turns and, you know, this can just get it done. The acceleration is fantastic. Fantastic. Seriously though, this handles so nice on this road, on this canyon road. This is one of the most gorgeous canyons. To have a house up here on one of these cliff sides would just be insane. Insane. Just to give you an idea of what kind of view it is. Just look at that. Outrageous. So pretty. So pretty. So put the right kind of tires on this vehicle. The ones that come with the Integra, in my opinion, are not the right kind of tires as far as stickiness goes. So for a summer tire, you probably want to get something else. The ones that come with this, the Pro Contis, they do pretty well. And I have done quite a bit of testing in the snow with the Continentals. And the OEM Continentals are they're pretty good. Like, they're decent. And so as a summer tire or an all-season tire, they do well. But the life, the spirit of an Integra, I think the Michelin pilots. I think that's the only way to go, in my opinion. Now, my opinion is that the Integra here that I'm driving lives up to the Integra spirit. As a Canyon Carver, this thing does great. We passed a Supra coming up, and I think we even got looks from the Supra owner. So I think there's some respect with the Integra name. And if you don't prefer this particular Integra, you do respect the Integra heritage. But this Integra here that we're driving, even the CVT, I'm just kind of, I'm in sport mode. And in sport mode, I'm just kind of blown away at how the acceleration is. I mean, here I am proving that the CVT is excellent in this Integra. Holy moly. And so the acceleration isn't the problem coming up here. It's the tires. But as far as the acceleration goes, like this Integra is holding its own as far as all of that goes. So no problem. No problem at all. This is like the coolest road ever. This road was, I think it was created specifically for the Integra to come up here and just turn back and forth. And I guess the one thing that's kind of nice about this is you're not having to worry about shifting, on these turns. With this one, you really have to learn the heel-toe shifting. But this is just heel gas. So let's just be careful around those rocks. We don't want any dings on Teggy's beautiful coat. Pearl Essence coat. Oh my gosh. So would you say this is a Canyon Carver? Let me know what you think, but as far as what I'm feeling in sport mode, this thing is handling the corners like a champ, and I'm not pushing it real hard here. I know the Integra could do even more than what I'm doing, but safety, there's other drivers, I'm just being conscious of the surroundings, which you should always be. But this thing accelerates quick around the corners. Yes, even the CVT accelerates. Oh, look at this road. This is just a rut. Oh my gosh, this is so fun. It's even got the sidewalls on the side of the road. It's good they have the guardrails. Although with the Ocean Air, those guardrails are probably not as good as they were when they first got installed. So just Just don't go off of the road there, will you? Okay, road narrows. Road narrows. Oh my gosh, can you imagine? Can you imagine living up top, having your own orchard? What do they call those? Wine, what do they call them? Vineyard. Yes, vineyard. I could not think of it because my mind, oh my gosh, gotta get those sunglasses. Because my mind is so blown away by the CVT, it just doesn't seem like it should be doing as well as it is. What do you think? Is this the dual clutch CVT? Okay. This is... It's awesome. This is awesome. Yeah, I would say that I'm a believer in this CVT. So if you are not wanting the 6-speed, the CVT is not a reason to deter you if slow down around those rocks there. Yes, indeed. Wow. Okay, if you can stand the sound and the lack of gears shifting, you know, if you can do that, then this car is a peach. It really is. Just taking it easy on those really kind of narrow portions of the road where there's some rocks. Do not want to get any of those. But as far as sport mode, it's stiff around the corners. Stiff enough. I mean, it's no Civic Type R, of course, but it does what it needs to do. And that's what these Integras were built for, is roads like this. Just cruising up here. This is so cool. This is quite the pleasure coming up on this canyon road. So if you are ever in the area, if ever you are in the area, this road is just, it's just fun. It is seriously just fun. If this car had better tires, and if you knew this was a closed one-way race course, it would be so much more fun. Whereas right now, we just have to be careful. We do need to be careful. But with these OEM wheels, they have actually stuck pretty well to the road, and it has done well. Uh-oh. Oh. We better go slow. I don't want to get this dirty. We don't want to get Teggy dirty. Okay. Very slowly rinse that off. Rinse that off very slowly. Okay, I think we're good to go again. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's unnatural to hear that CVT just making the sound that it does. But if you didn't hear it, and if you were hearing some artificial gear shifting, like, and I think this car actually does have some of that. When you're using the paddle shifters, it kind of gives you an artificial paddle shifting experience. But if, and I don't know if Acura would ever do this, but if you could simply make the sound like a dual clutch transmission, I think you would probably not even notice. I mean, really, and car people, or non-enthusiast car people, you know, people who can appreciate a good ride but don't necessarily get into the nitty-gritty, they would probably not even notice. And I am not. So I think I do finally understand how Acura can put a CVT in the Integra. Okay, and I think it's because it had to have the handling of an Integra. It had to be able to do what an Integra did in the 90s, in the early 2000s. So it had to be able to do all of that. And this does. Coming on a road like this, I totally get it. Oh, that was supposed to be much more of a crazy road with that sign, with that signage. but yeah, like the CVT is just, it's impressive. Okay, and then as far as the handling goes, you got this with the handling. This car handles incredibly well. Oh my gosh, I just saw another Integra. Sweet. I don't know if I captured it, but I did just see an Integra on here, so you know that Teggy fun is to be had on this canyon road. The Integra is a true canyon carver. I can tell you that much. I can tell you with confidence. And like I said, I'm really not pushing this car to what it could actually do, and then putting some sticky tires on. This could do so much more. But you know, the bolstering on the car is good enough that it keeps you in place. It's no Civic Type R bolstering, but man, that was awesome. I gotta say, that was so fun. I really, really liked that. That canyon experience was just fantastic. I really, really liked that. And as far as other cars, you could probably do a better job with a car like the Integra Type S, probably. But that's seriously impressive. Seriously impressive. So with that, signing off. Ah, the sound of the beach. Who'da thunk Teggy handles Southern California so well, huh?